Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Lady Nyca, and with another edition of The World Outside Your Window, a Quawan Charles update. Now, last I spoke with you guys about this case, his family had ordered an independent autopsy, and I was able to find out that the family autopsy of Quawan Bobby Charles appears to show drowning death. Okay. Now, let's get a little bit into the article. An independent autopsy commissioned by the family of Quawan Bobby Charles appeared to confirm that the Louisiana teenager drowned as an investigation into his death continues and questions remain about the police response in his disappearance. The second autopsy, authored by the American Forensics, appears to be consistent with earlier findings released by the local coroner that concluded that the 15-year-old had likely drowned in late October in Lafayette. The Lafayette Daily Advertiser reported. The news report also found no evidence of pre-death trauma. The manner of death is pending, according to the Lafayette television station KATC. Our crusade for Quawan Bobby Charles and his family will continue until justice is served, the family's legal team said in a statement to ABC News. The toxicology screening wasn't included in the preliminary findings of the independent autopsy. A final report will be issued once the additional investigative information becomes available. Charles vanished after leaving his family's home on October the 30th. The boy's family said that he was picked up without the family's permission by a white 17-year-old friend and his mother. However, Charles Peer later told investigators he left their home on his own accord. On November the 3rd, Charles's body was discovered in a cane field near a village in Laurelville. Surveillance footage captured him near the location where his body was recovered, where he appeared to be alone, authorities said. The case is actively being investigated by the Iberia Parish Sheriff's Department. Regardless of the findings of the Iberia Parish Coroner's Office report, the investigation continues. The Sheriff's Office spokesperson told Oxygen.com. The Iberia Parish Sheriff's Office will exhaust every avenue in this case to make they gonna make it their priority is what they're saying. However, no arrests have been made in the Charles death. They did not want to release any information on the newly released findings in the family commissioned autopsy. And the Charles family accused law enforcement of not taking the case of their missing boy seriously, alleging racial bias in the investigation early phases. Baldwin police first told the Charles family that the teenager was probably watching a football game after learning that he had vanished, according to the New York Times. No Amber Alert was issued. A child was taken from or last taken from his parents' home without permission, and they reported it to the police. And that's somehow not priority one. The family lawyer, Ron Haley, says that it's mind-boggling to him. From the onset of the investigation, the teen family was suspicious of claims he drowned, pointing to a graphic post-mortem image of Charles shared by relatives online, which shows significant facial trauma. His face was different. The people need to see what he was looking like. However, apparent gashes were likely caused by aquatic animals during the autopsy procedure, according to the preliminary findings released by the Iberia Parish Coroner's Office. County authorities have denied the family's accusations surrounding racial prejudice. Since his death, a number of activists have taken to the streets of Louisiana demanding transparency in the investigation into Charles' death. The American Civil Liberties Union of Louisiana has also demanded a full independent investigation into his death. So right now this is still under investigation. The coroner is the independent coroner report is pretty much saying the same thing as the initial coroner report from the Iberia Parish Coroner's Office. But it's just something about my spirit say that this is not what it seems to be. It's not what it appears. And I'm almost certain that this family is not going to give up. In fact, I encourage them not to give up. Not to give up on this. Because if you feel in your heart some foul play had occurred with your child, then you have every right to continue to fight for the true answers that you need to bring some closure to you and your family. I do find it very negligent of the Iberia Parish Police Department or Sheriff's Department for not issuing an Amber Alert for this young boy. If that had been a white little girl came up missing, we would see signs flashing all over the interstate. Police presence would have been heavy in the area in and around where that child lived. I'm confused as to why more questioning has not happened that we know of with this family who picked him up, the young friend and his mother. In fact, they have since moved from the location they were living, and I'm trying to figure out what, when there is an ongoing investigation and you have people of interest, not necessarily suspect, but people of interest, why is it okay for them to move? And why the sudden move? Is it because by people seeing who they are, seeing their faces on social media, people were harassing them? I don't know. But I know something about this entire case just does not sit well with me. And that's why I will not leave it alone. I keep coming back to it, looking for whatever information I can find to bring to you all. I've been asked several times to, talk about this case some more. But it's an ongoing investigation, and it's very limited what they are releasing to us. What I do appreciate is the fact that they're not just closing it. They are willing to at least try to investigate and see what led up to it. Did anything happen to him? I'm glad the family is taking the law into their own hands and being vocal and pushing law enforcement and getting assistance from other organizations in the attempt to find out exactly what happened to this young boy. But that's all I have for you guys right now. I will link the article to which I found about the update down in the pinned comments where you can go over and check it out for yourselves. But that's all I have for you guys for right now. That's it. That's all. Remember, in closing, as always, you do not have to be great to get started, but you have to get started in order to be great. And the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember on your way out to thumbs up this video. Comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you feel. If you have any additional information you would like to share to me, please feel free to follow me over on Instagram at lady_Nyca. You can follow me on Twitter at the epitome of lady for any information. And my information is always down in the description box below the title of the video. This is just sad to me. This is sad. And I really feel like based on me living in this state and knowing how they move, that they really are not trying to find out what happened to this child. They're not. They want to give us this rather vague explanation as to what happened to him, but it's still a lot of holes in this story. Just bothersome to me. But anyway, like I said, if you have anything extra or anything new that you see, send it to me, because I do want to finish this until a resolution is met, if it's possible that one will ever be met. Okay? So feel free to send it to me. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel as well as subscribe to my backup channel, Lady Nyca Live. The link for the second channel is in the description box below the title of this video. Please subscribe to both of the channels. Once you are subscribed, please tap your notification bells. set them things to all so that each and every time I drop a pre-recorded video or go live from either channel, you should get a notification and you can come over and join in the conversation. You guys have a great remainder to your Monday night. I plan on doing the same. Again, I will link what I have down in the pinned comments. You can go over and read it for yourself. And if you get any information or see any articles that you know that's related to this that I would be interested in, I encourage you to email it to me. Follow me on Instagram at lady_Nyca. Follow me on Twitter at epitome of lady and send that information to me, if you happen to see it. You guys have a great remainder to your night. I'm going to do the same, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.